Hey y'all, this is AL Thick Madame, and I'm back with another video for Ladies Night. And this episode started exactly where it left off last time, where all the members of SWV were sitting down talking in Coco's suite and wanting to know if she's going to be available and if she's going to be there. And this was mainly Taj talking to Coco. You know, of course, Lily wants to know too, because Lily is all about her money, and I know that's right. Lily don't be having time. So anyway, Coco was in her feelings, and she stormed out last time. So we came back this time. Taj was like, "Look, I don't know what all that was about, but whatever, it ain't gonna do with me. I'm not chasing after her." So Lily was like, "Well, I'm gonna go see what's going on." So she ended up leaving to go see what was going on. Coco was actually somewhere crying and in her feelings, and I was like, "Ma'am." So she is behind the scenes off somewhere. She's like, I can't do this. And she crying. She was like, I'm done. I'm tired of her, to my Taj. And, you know, she just can't do it. And in the confessional, she was like, look, I just need for her to understand that I'm going through a divorce and to respect me and to just understand that this is very emotional for me and all that. So that's what's going on right now. Lily is basically trying to calm her down, and eventually Taj is brought to the situation and they hug it out, and I was just like, oh, okay, all right. Meanwhile, Salt and Pepper, they are trying to go into overdrive when it comes to their own actual residency. They haven't really practiced like they should have. They are doing run-throughs and they are not all the way prepared, and that's crazy. And it's because they have been spending so much time on what was supposed to be the ladies' night tour, but you know, ultimately is them, you know, working with SWV and trying to prepare them for the spot date. So as usual, there's still some more drama going on with Spinderella and Salt and Pepper. So while they're doing their run-throughs, apparently Spinderella is going to have to share the stage with DJ Wiz. And he is the resident DJ. And she is only allowed to do Salt and Pepper songs and her own sets. And that's it. He has to do everything else, like hype the crowd up and all that good stuff or whatever. So she's in her feelings. And Salt is making it seem as though, you know, it should be a no-brainer for her to understand what her role is. And Spinderella did a little confessional where she was like, you know, when they put her out of the group, they brought him in. And so he's basically been here ever since the first time they put her out of the group. And he's still getting paid and doing what he's supposed to do. And she just got to get in where she fit in. I'm like, oh gosh, girl. Hey y'all, I'm back. I got light. It's just weird in this room when the sun goes down. I don't even want to go into it. It's a lot. But anyway, I'm here. So anyway, they still don't have the transition music down. For some reason, Spinderella is supposed to come in at certain parts, and it's just a lot. It's a whole mess, and they actually are supposed to go on that night. And I'm like, how y'all gonna get this together? Somebody gonna pull something out of the air because this is crazy. So anyway, they end up showing us Pepper's room, and what she does, since she's gonna be away for a while, she brings things that make things feel like home to her. And I'm just like, girl, you doing the most. That stuff you gotta check. That stuff you gotta hope that don't get broken to and from the destinations that you're having it sent. Like, I just feel like it's a waste. But who am I? I ain't nobody. But that's what she doing. She just want to feel at home, and I get it, but I feel like you can do other things besides bring like paintings and statues, and like she did the most. So the actual spot date that they're doing is going to be in Dallas, Texas, or it was. And you know, at this point, SWV, all of them, they are outside. They're playing tennis. And, well, not tennis. I'm fine, y'all. They're playing golf. They're golfing, rather. Taj is over sitting down and FaceTiming her husband, and her husband is like, you know, well, how's everything going? And, you know, how did everything go with Coco? I've been praying for y'all. So, you know, she's always giving updates on everything that's been going on. And he always hopes everything goes well because she's going to vent to him if it ain't going the way it need to go. So, Lily and Coco are off, like I said, playing golf, and they're talking, and she was like, I don't know why y'all always just got to talk about me. It's always about me. Y'all got to talk about me. I don't know why y'all always feel the need to talk about me. And I'm just like, Lord. So they were just saying they hope everything goes well. And a moment happened while they were playing. A group of random men were like up on a balcony, like drinking and smoking. And they kind of made advances towards them, kind of like in a horror type of way. And I was just like, but see, Lily is the type of person that she don't take that stuff personal. Like, she will, you know, laugh with you and let that stuff go. Like, she don't play that. And Coco was just laughing at her because she full on entertained it. And I was just like, girl, I would not have entertained them. They did the most. So they are trying to do run-throughs at rehearsal where it's basically ladies' night, you know, under watch, trying to see how this is going to go. This is a spot date. So they're trying to do run-throughs, and none of SUV, SWV, why the SUV? I'm sorry. None of Sisters with Voices have the steps down, and it's looking pretty shaky. Even the manager is like, yeah, this ain't going to work. So everybody, mainly, you know, Salt-N-Pepa, are kind of looking like, this probably ain't gonna work. We're gonna look crazy out here. This is really our show, and it's about to look a mess. So the fact that they don't even have the ad-libs down, because they're supposed to kind of sing the ad-libs for What a Man, they don't even have the ad-libs down. I'm just like, wow, that's messed up. Y'all, and then to make matters worse, it's hot. It's really hot out there. And Coco is about to pass out, like, for real. Like, this ain't no I'm being typical Coco moment. Coco really is over here about to pass out. She's sweating to death. People over here patting her down because she is sweating so bad. She ends up walking off, and people are like, well, where did Coco go? Because we all know she's famous for getting up and leaving. And they were like, well, I think she got overheated. She's really, really hot. She doesn't do well in temperatures like this. And so, yeah, somebody had to go find her because she ain't doing good at all. So, yeah. So when Taj and Lily actually went to go and see where she was behind a curtain somewhere throwing up. Because, yeah, it's that hot. Like, she cannot take it at all. So then Salt-N-Pepa went and had a meeting afterwards, and I think the stage manager was there too, and they were just saying they don't think it's going to work out, and this might be the end of the road for them. So the night has arrived, and they are about to go on stage. Of course, since it is Salt-N-Pepa's actual show, they are out first, and they're doing their routine, and, you know, SWV is just going to come out and do their song, and they're going to do ad-libs and, you know, dance a little bit, hopefully, along to What a Man. So, yeah. As of right now, SWV are backstage, watching. I'm sorry, I paused because I was trying to make sure I actually said SWV instead of SUV. I was like, did I say SUV again? But yeah, SWV is actually backstage right now watching. And Taj is talking about how she wants to invest in some thigh-high boots because that's what they are in. And they're performing, and she was like, look, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I got to go ahead and get me some thigh-high boots. I was like, girl, see, I'm big, and I ain't never looked at a thigh-high boot like, yes, I need me some thigh-high boots. I just can't. It's hot. I don't care if it one a time. I ain't got time for all of that. So you do what y'all do what y'all do. Y'all, I know I'm wrong, but I can't. I hate how Peppa butchered her body. Like nothing looks right on her. She got a little mini skirt on, and that don't even look right on her because her frame is so small. And it's like, why did you get this work done? You have these implants or butt injections or whatever that look crazy on you. Like you are super small, and then it's just like, wow, wham! You're just hitting the face with all that, and it just does not even look good. So y'all, it just irks my soul that she did that. Because I remember when I first saw her, I hadn't seen her in I don't know how long. Excuse me. Then I saw her on Growing Up Hip Hop. And I was like, girl, what in the world did you do to your body? So yeah, y'all, we all have to endure that mess. I mean, with Lily, I mean, she didn't take care of her Brazilian butt lift and all that stuff. Like all of them, everybody went and got work done except Taj, I think. And everybody just got their tummy tucked, all that stuff. And that was a waste of money because no. But, you know, everybody still looked decent. I'm just saying they did. When I saw them do that on their show, what is it? SWV Reunited. I was like, y'all finna set it off for all this. Are y'all gonna really keep it up? And they didn't. So I'm just like, oh, that money was wasted. So anyway, y'all, I digress. I'm sorry, I just can't. But they're watching the show, and Spinderella, before they even went out there, she had concerns and she was looking all nervous and acting all nervous because she doesn't know what SWV is gonna do, and she still doesn't know if the transition is gonna work how it should. Tempo wise, they have other people who are directing and cueing when songs are supposed to transition who actually know nothing about rap, R&B, none of that stuff. And so I'm like, well, in a sense, I'm kind of like, well, why did y'all hire these people? But a lot of the people that are on the team, so to speak, they basically come with the deal of the residency. So I get that. So I'm just like, all right. Y'all know what I'm yawning for. I'm not tired. I'm sorry. So anyway, y'all, this is so sad. They really are backstage while they're watching them now. Like, oh, the ad libs. You know, what are we supposed to do? Is this part supposed to come before this part? And I'm just like, really, really. It has to stop. So then the stage manager or whoever he is, he came back there to get them so they can start walking because, you know, eventually they will be announced. And this actually is a surprise for the VIP and the people who were there at that performance for that spot date. So yeah, they don't even know that SWV is there. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. It kills me that Spinderella sat up there and she just kind of made it seem like, she kind of made it seem like nobody was going to know who SWV was because the crowd that's there are people who like Salt and Pepper. And I'm like, there are people who like more than one genre of music. So I don't understand why you kind of thought that it was going to go that way. But anyway, the transition went fine. Like, I don't understand why she felt like it was going to be such a problem. So, yeah, part of that introduction I wasn't here for, but whatever. Eventually, they were introduced and they came out there. The crowd received them well, and they did weak, and everybody lived for it. And Salt and Pepper were surprised at how amazing the crowd reacted to them. And I'm like, why? I like your music and I love their music as well. So I don't understand why y'all thought it was going to go bad. I mean, Coco still knows how to sing. All of them still know how to sing. It's just, you know, we don't know how everything else is going to go. So everything went according to plan, meaning everything went well. People were overreacting. Well, not really overreacting. I understand because it really did look very shaky. So I get, I really do get the resistance from some people or whatever, but some of that stuff was just out of order. Like the stuff with Spinderella, it was like, girl, That was something you could have figured out on your own. It really was not even an issue to begin with. But as far as the dance moves, them not knowing the ad libs, SWV not knowing the ad libs and all that, it was crazy. So yeah, after it was all over, people gave them their props. They said, yeah, you did good. So far, so good. But for some reason, Coco is under the impression that because they proved themselves this one time, that means the ladies' night tour is back on, which is not. That's why when she said that, I was like, girl, that don't prove nothing. Like, you have to continue to prove yourself. I mean, I don't even want to say it like that, but it's the only way I know how to really get that out there, because it's like, you did this one time. Are you going to show up all the time? Because you haven't proven yourself. You're not always there. You always say, my divorce, my divorce, my divorce, my divorce, and we all understand and we know what you're going through. But at the same time, you have to be present. So you can't get mad when they are upset and questioning whether you're going to be there or not, because you're usually not. So I get why there has been a lot of pushback. So yeah. But anyway, they got their just due and they proved what they needed to prove that night, but they're going to have to continue to show and prove. Excuse me, I don't even know why that's happening, but anyway. Y'all, so, I mean, it really should be over, right? And apparently what happens is, after Push It, Peppa will stay on stage and perform one of those other songs. I don't even want to say the wrong name, but yeah. But she will be out there like 30 minutes or longer performing the song by herself. And Salt is like, oh no, I'm done after Push It, but she gonna stay out there. She'll probably stay on there about 30 more minutes doing most of, like, she really be on the stage hopping around doing the absolute most for 30 more minutes. And it's like, girl, sit down somewhere. You doing the most. I get it. I guess the people who paid for those tickets, they're going to get their money's worth, but it's just a lot. So anyway, so a conversation happened and they were talking, meaning Salt and Todd were talking, and she was like, we're all similar in the sense of the things that have happened with our groups. And one group was separated for 10 years and the other was separated for 8. And I think Salt and Pepper were done for 10 years and SWV for 8. And that was the pause again. Y'all was like, wait a minute. And I felt like my eyes went cross for a second. But anyway, and so she was like, well, Salt said what they did was they actually went to therapy. Like they had, they hashed out what they could on their own, and they actually sought out therapy. They went on, Iyanla Fix My Life. Like they really sought out therapy for real. And even though they still have issues, they are nowhere near what they used to be. So I'm like, wow. So Todd was like, dang, they went through all this and they still had their issues. And, it's kind of like the issues are there and people kind of hide them, cover them up, or sweep them under the rug, but they're still there. But, like I said, Salt and Pepper's issues don't seem to be as bad as SWV's because, nah. So, they are done and they're actually going to be on their way to Georgia. That's the next stop. And I guess they're going to have to continue to prove themselves. And like I said earlier, Coco thinks that because they proved themselves this one time that, that should be enough and the tour should be back on. But that's just not the way it goes. But anyway, a lot of things are going to go down next time. And I'm here for it. And I'm ready to see what happens. So anyway, if you liked this, feel free to like it. Comment on it. Let me know what you think gonna happen, because I already see some of the things that are gonna happen next time. I guess at the actual whole outcome, not any spoilers as far as what might have been seen in the news or whatever. I mean, everybody already know about Spinderella, but I'm talking about anything else that might be out there. But just let me know what y'all think gonna happen by the time we get down to the last episode, because it's a whole lot of stuff going on. Anyway, I hope y'all are having a wonderful evening, and I will see y'all on the next video. Bye.